Right. So now the next bullet point, make sure you know about the three subatomic particles and their charges. So the three subatomic particles and their charges, remember for this one, we talked about, let me go back a little bit. Remember in the nucleus, well, let's go to this one first. So remember, protons positive, neutrons neutral, they have no charge, and then electrons have a negative charge. So remember, protons positive, neutrons neutral, electrons negative. And make sure you know this, it's going to help you in the midterm, but it's also going to help you for the next thing that we're going to talk about, which are chemical bonds. Right? So definitely know the charges. Also know which two out of the three subatomic particles are found in the nucleus. Right? So remember for that one here, we have the nucleus. And so here you see that the two that are found inside the nucleus, so again, the nucleus is the center line or the center right here of the atom. Remember, the two particles that you find here are protons and neutrons. Right? So protons and neutrons you find in the nucleus. These right here, electrons, you do not find in the nucleus, right? The electrons are orbiting around the nucleus, not in the nucleus. So remember, protons, neutrons in the nucleus. All right, and know which two out of the three are in. Oh yeah, sorry. Know which two out of the three subatomic particles make up the atomic mass, right? So remember the atomic mass. Get to that really quick. That is the atomic number, and we'll talk about that. So the atomic mass right here, right? The atomic mass, remember, is, and I will write this right here: protons plus neutrons. Right? Protons plus neutrons are what give you the atomic mass. So I'll put that right here. Whoops. Right here. All right, so protons plus neutrons. So remember, if you're in the exam and there's asking you a question about like how many neutrons does a certain atom have, remember to figure that out. What you need to do is you need to use these two numbers right here. So you need to use this 15.99 and this 8, and all you're going to do is subtract one from the other, right? And you always subtract the smaller number from the larger number, because if you do it any other way and you get a negative number, you know that you messed up somewhere, right? You can never get a negative number for atomic mass. So in this case, it would just be 15.99 minus 8, whoops, minus 8 equals, and I'm just going to round right here, right? 16 minus 8, and I'm just going to put 8. So again, this is how you would find the number of neutrons. So right here, oops, let me get back in right there. So 8 neutrons. Search that up. All right, so this is again how you would find your neutrons. The atomic mass, which is right here, minus the atomic number, which is this 8, and that gives you the number of neutrons. Remember that. Always make sure you do the math if you're asked for neutrons. All right, and then just know the definition of an isotope. Remember, the definition of an isotope is just an atom with the same number of protons, but different number of neutrons. So in this case right here, let me get to that. Oh, whoops, sorry, the isotope was further back here. And so just remember this, that the definition of an isotope is the same number of protons, but different number of neutrons. So like carbon, they all have 6 protons, but 6 neutrons, 7 neutrons, 8 neutrons. Same number of protons, different number of neutrons. That is an isotope.